Hello everyone, this is Super Dimensional Bun. Today we are reviewing Bandai's high-grade 144 scale Buster Gundam from the series Gundam Seed. Now, this kit was produced in Japan in 2003 and currently retails for 1,000 yen. I'll start the review with a close look at the kit. So this is number 4 in this series of high-grade kits. That includes a Strike, Buster, Aegis, and Blitz Gundams. Look at the back. Now this is the artillery Gundam of the group. You can see by its 2 large guns. That's a nice little gimmick here, is that they can combine into form a bigger gun. 2 bigger guns, actually. Okay, and we've got their big white feet. Alright, so let's start the review for articulation. So you got the head. It's connected by a polycap ball joint. The arms, now they'll bump into the guns that are located on the back, so if you really wanted to maneuver them, you might want to unhinge the guns from the backpack. Now you can move it all the way around. You got a little tab here that points outward, and you can turn the arms 360. Now it's a little tight. Just, well, maybe you can't turn it. The armor here kind of prevents that. Okay. Never noticed that. You have a waist. Let's see. Can't turn too much. These pieces here on the sides kind of prevent that. Let's see. Alright. Legs. You got skirt armor. I cut it in half, so then you can move independently. Side skirts don't move out too much. Look at the legs. Oh, whoops. This thing occasionally pops off. Not a big deal. It's not broken. Okay, legs. They are themselves, they can spin 360. Now the skirt armor. Can actually go out that far, and the rear armor doesn't move, so it goes only that far. Okay, these you can bend them that much, so about 90 degrees, and you can do splits up to a point. Okay, and last but not least, the feet. So, you've been that far down, that much up, and side motion. Not too much. Alright. Having a little trouble keeping these large guns in place. Backpack is coming apart, but that's a known issue for me. Alright, let's just take this off. So, obviously you can see that this kit has 2 large guns that come with it. They store in the back and can be held in place by these little tabs on their arms. And yeah, what else? Let's go ahead and put them in position. So you can see they have handles on each of these guns in the front. And The only way this Gundam can hold the guns is if they're positioned correctly. So you need to twist the arm and somehow position the hands into the gun. So it takes a little bit of time to manipulate that. There you go. Feels a little awkward, but they fit. So here goes the next side. And turn it. Turn the arms out somehow. Alright. As you can see with this, these guns are all a little loose. They're not held in by polycaps or anything of that sort. It's mostly just ball joints, hard plastic ball joints, which can you know, allow it a lot of jiggle room. Okay, here's its normal pose. Something tells me I'm not doing it correctly. Oh well. Anyway, this is the normal pose. It has shooting. Let's go ahead and combine the two guns. So, move the arms out of the way. Okay, one thing to know is that this kit does not come with any other accessories. There's no shield, and there are no beam sabers. Okay, come on out. Alright, it's a little tight at points, but why is this super tight? Okay, so you can combine the two cannons and make one large one. Okay, these things have joints throughout, so alright, there's a super large cannon. Now, one thing is that there's another handle back here, so then the buster can hold in separate spots. Well, I believe this one holds it. Okay, a lot of manipulating going on here. So that's the thing with these kits with a lot of joints and whatnot. You have to bend them and position them the way you want. It could at times be a little cumbersome. That's probably much. I mean, technically it can hold both handles, and I just haven't figured out how to do it in this kit. I don't know. Maybe I made things a little too tight when I was painting it way back then. Anywho. And of course, if you wanted to, you could actually put this in the front and move this one in the back. This part connects into the front of the cannon, and it's going to take me a long time to do it, so I probably won't show it to you guys. So, one little trick or secret thing is that these things have missiles. See right there? They're not really held in place by much other than friction, so these things can pop off and you know, fall down and fall into a crack somewhere, so just be careful with them. Okay, well, so there you go. There's quite a bit of painting that goes into this kit. Now, of course, this was an early 2000 kit, so it has a good range of articulation and a good amount of parts, color separation, but there's still a need for painting. So, as you see here, this part is green, and I think the base of this gun is green as well. That needed painting. Let's see. All these little vents for the thrusters and whatnot, they're painted orange. They all came in either green or gray, whatnot. Ball and feet, of course, black and gray. What else? What else? These little cameras, I guess, in the crotch area are painted. And of course the head, that probably needed a little bit of work too. So on the sides of the face plate, those orange parts were painted green, painted orange. Let's say painted green. And of course they came with stickers for the eyes, but I tend not to use them. So, and yeah, I think that's it. I'm not sure if I painted the chest parts gray either, but I can't remember if I did that or not. But just an FYI. So what are the pros and cons of this kit? So as you can see, it can get kind of cumbersome as part of the cons. The hard plastic ball joints on these guns can be a little loose at times. And they don't stay, so the guns won't really stay in the position that you really want. Let's see. A little painting involved. These aren't really easy colors to create either. I had to do quite a bit of mixing for it. But if you don't mind, it'll make the kit look really good. Let's see. Posability is pretty good. It's an early 2000 kit, so it's it's a high grade kit, so posability shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think the only thing that gets in the way is just the giant gun and maybe the shoulders. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, if you're in the market for getting a Gundam Seed kit, this is an excellent kit. It's definitely unique. Here's a little Strike Gundam for comparison. Now this is the HGCE version of the Strike. I see much thinner than the old Buster Gundam. Let's see. One thing I wanted to point out is the feet. Now the original kit, the feet were exactly almost the same design. This wide-based foot. Now newer versions obviously made it a little thinner and daintier in that sense. I also brought out the old Zaku from the series as well. You see the original Seed kits were much chunkier, but their Gundams were overall not that bad. Painting is not really a big deal, but I would say it's a good buy for 1,000 yen. I think it's definitely a unique Gundam. It looks nice. I thought the head looked kind of unique, has this weird vented crest on top, and the antenna kind of made, I don't know, in my opinion, looks a little like insect-like. Like that, there's some hidden missiles on his shoulders. That's a nice touch, and it's a nice big gun. But it's not a beam saber. There's no beam sabers, but not a big deal for me. I mean, if you really wanted to, you can get it from another kit. But this is an artillery Gundam, and meant for long distance support. But yeah, goodbye. I don't regret it. I like the colors. It definitely stands out against all the other Gundams out there. Not the largest guns out there. It's not like a Gundam Virtue or anything like that, but definitely a nice looking gun. I actually like it in this mode here. Anyway, well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this review. Come back again, and I'll see you next time. Happy modeling.